Salatiga, a small city in a province called Central Java, commonly known as the city of tolerance, the city of education, and soon to be the city of gastronomy. It is also known to have a breezy feel because the city itself is located at Mount Merbabu's foot. Salatiga, the second oldest city in Indonesia. Many people think that Salatiga has a somewhat calming vibes, and that's why it is quite popular as a place to visit. Despite being a small city, it's a place called home by many people from all around Indonesia. Hence the title Mini Indonesia.
Hi guys!
So I'm FND and
I'm Giltom.
we're going to
Show you around the city of Salatiga. So today we're gonna show you around the iconic places around the Salatiga. There's a lot of things, and then also there's historical about the places that we show to you.
Hi, I'm Vena.
And my name is Alex.
We will also show you the scenery of Merbabu Mountains that become the icon of Salatiga city because the city is located on the slopes of Merbabu Mountain.
Besides showing you the iconic places of Salatiga, we will also show you the iconic foods and beverages because in Salatiga there are a lot of cafes and coffee shops.
So stay tuned and let's go! Okay guys, so we are arrived at our first destination, which is
Mongin City. So this is the most favorable places as well known at the city center of Salatiga. So in these places, a lot of street food, a lot of local food that you can find it in here, and also
so many cafes here. So usually UKSW students come here to hang out or even working their tasks from our university and others. And also in this street, and you can see back there, but now we cannot see it right now because it's so cloudy, but you can see it here. There is a footage of the scenery of Mount Merbabu from this street, and it's so beautiful when you come here in the morning because it's so you can take many photos for your Instagram, and you can put it in your social media others, and yeah, that's it.
so you know what? This street, they also doing the event they call Mongin City Food Festival. So they will be showing a lot of food, the local food, also like modern food. They're selling in here like all of the way this street. So this street only selling the food. It's really cheap. It's really cheap. So for you guys, Japanese guys, you can come here after the pandemic. Of course, we miss you a lot if you come here.
Yeah, I know it. When the festival is running,
Yeah.
I think all of the vendor of food in Salatiga, they will all come here and sell them food here. So for me especially, it's so much pleasure to come here because there's so many street food and so many snacks that we can get here.
That's true.
And we can hang out too here because the street will be closed for motorcycle or cars. They will park in the upper of the street. And that's all for this Mongin City. And let's go to the next destination.
All right.
Bye bye.
Okay, so we are now in the Selasar Kartini, and Selasar Kartini is pretty close to Faculty of Language and Arts campus in Kartini. And as you can see here, there are a lot of colorful pattern and spots here that makes this place is so good and nice to take a walk or hang out. It's pretty, isn't it?
So in Jalan Kartini itself, there are also many shops that located here, such as mini market, cafe, phone shop, and also street food for those who are hungry and want to eat street food.
Okay, so this is another part of Selasar Kartini, and if you see here, the wall is full of art and graffiti. So this place is usually used by people to play skateboard and another activity to hang out or chilling.
Okay guys, so now we arrived at Salatiga roundabout. As you can see behind us, there is Salatiga roundabout, and this is a memorable space for tourists that come here, and they always remember this place. And this place have 4 roads that.
Okay, so those roads are Jalan Diponegoro, Jalan Jenderal Sudirman, Jalan Patimura, and Jalan Pemuda. For your information, Jalan Diponegoro and Jalan Jenderal Sudirman is based from Indonesian patriots' name, so that they are make the statues for them. Okay, so behind this roundabout, there's also City Mayor's office, and there's also the Grand Wahid Hotel.
So let's move on to Vena and Giltom.
So here we go. Now we are at the city center of Salatiga. So this is the main road. They call as General Sudirman Street. So in this big main road, there are also a lot of large convenience, and also the traditional market in here. So how about you?
For your information, on this street, there are located iconic foods from Salatiga and also iconic beverage from Salatiga, which is Sate Suruh and Ronde Jago. And we will go there later and try it together.
Alright, so I think we should go now.
Yeah.
I'm kinda hungry right now.
Yes, me too. Okay, let's go.
Let's go!
Okay, let's go guys. Ready?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. You can guys guess who will we meet today.
Yeah.
We will meet. Can you guess it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, we meet Arya and Shirley. Okay, can you guys introduce yourself?
Hi there, I'm Arya Krisnawanda from East 2020. I'm from the Faculty of Information Technology.
And hello, my name is Shirley Natalia Putri, and I'm from East 21, and I'm from Faculty Language and Arts.
Okay, Arya, can I ask you what you order here?
Okay, so we have right here is Ronde Jago. It is one of the signature dishes of Salatiga, and as we know, ronde has been presented in the food sharing, and now we are at one of the most iconic places of ronde, and it is Ronde Jago. It is one of the oldest ronde stores I've known.
So, how is the condition of the store right now?
As even in the pandemic right now, it is still very, very like a rush hour. So there's a lot of people who comes from all parts of Salatiga to enjoy the signature dishes of Salatiga, and it is called ronde.
Okay. So, can you tell us how is the taste of the food?
And the taste of the food is sweet, and use the ginger water, and this is warm feel, and the Ronde Jago is use the cold water, and you try it.
Okay. You guys can try it right now, and I will go right now because you need to eat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay guys, so now we are in Kali Taman and now we want to eat tahu campur. So tahu campur is food made by tofu and you put some peanut starch on it. So how about it, Shirley?
And now the first time is I try it the tahu campur, and this plate the topping is crackers and the pig sprouts and celery, and this is the fresh, and it's almost in Japan is tempura, and in here at lontong.
Yeah, so lontong is like rice, you know rice, and you steam the rice and you wrap it with banana leaves, and so the lontong is colored green. Yeah, so let's try it.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try.
Why we are here?
So, we are, as we said it before in the beginning of the videos,
Alright.
that Salatiga is a city of tolerance. This is the one of the proof that Salatiga is a very, very tolerant city.
Oh,
as
I
you can
see.
see, there is a church that in Salatiga is one of the many churches that in Salatiga, and as you can see right here, it's a mosque. So there is a Christian and Muslim prayers place. So as we see, there is no like contradiction or something that leading to a bad ways, but they are getting well each other, and we can see that Salatiga is a tolerant city. So this is the one of the proof, but there is so many other proof that Salatiga is a tolerant city, but we can show you this one that you can see yourself. So that's
Alright.
it.
I see. That's good. Now I know it's Salatiga is tolerant city. Thank you,
Yeah.
Evan.
It's okay.
That's cool.
Now let's move to the next destination, right?
All right,
Let's
sure.
go.
Let's go.
Okay guys, so we are arrived at Hotekbyar Temple, and I will explain you a bit about this temple. This temple is the one and only temple in Salatiga, and of course the oldest one in Salatiga. And as you can see behind us, there is no much people here because of the pandemic era. We got a restriction to go to public spaces, so usually people go here to pray and having a community meeting, but right now we cannot see people because we cannot go here and we cannot make a big meeting, so they pray by online right now. And
And in the street, in the Hotekbyar Temple and the cross is a gift shop, and you can buy the gift shop in Salatiga in the cross in the Hotekbyar Temple.
and right now we're moving to the next place, and let's go.
Hello, and we know the place of its iconic Salatiga, and this place the Pancasila Field. And in here usually a sport such as running and evening walks. And before the renovation in here, the usually use the Indonesian celebrating Independence Day, and we now.
And nowadays, this place is only used for a public open field. And as you can see in the back, there is gym equipment for those who are doing sports here. And on the back side, there is a children facility for families who comes with their children, so they can have all relaxing time in here. And all around the field there's also a lot of street food vendors. So if there's family that come here and they want to have some food and like a small picnic in here, they can just buy the food at the stalls and come here to relax together.
And in here, at the Pancasila Fest, is the Monument of Heroes in Salatiga. The name is Yosudarso, Brigjen Sudiarto, and the
Last one
Adi
is Adi
Sucipto.
Sucipto.
All right, so here we go. We are now at the Getuk Ketek. So this is one of favorite food from Salatiga. It's like a local food from Salatiga. Then, what you know about this one?
So actually, the name of this store is Getuk Satu Rasa, but because the owner of this store has monkey in their house,
Alright.
so they named this store is Getuk Ketek. Ketek means monkey in Japanese.
I see. So here we go. We're gonna buy some food. So let's go inside.
Okay guys, now we're going to try the getuk. So let's just try it.
Alright. So here we go. Tastes nice, right?
It's so delicious and the taste of the cassava is really strong.
So actually cassava, they made it like mixing with the little bit sugar and the grated of coconut. So the coconut, they just like scratch it into the tiny little one. It's nice.
You want more?
Of course. So if you guys like, if you guys know, this getuk is made from, sorry, what's that?
Cassava.
Cassava. So it's made of from cassava, and the shape, it's like this one, and it's quite soft and tastes nice. Yummy.
Okay guys, now we already at Singkong K2 T9 store.
Yep.
This store is near from the Getuk store that we already come there.
Yep.
And now, what is that we ordered?
So in front of us, there's two flavors that we order. It's cassava, the first one with the original cheese, and then the other one is chocolate and cheese as well. I think it looks nice.
Yes.
I think we can try.
Shall we?
Alright.
Do you know what is the differences between Getuk Ketek and this one?
Alright, it's simple. The thing is the taste and then how they made. So it is the singkong keju. This one they fry it, like deep fry it, and then the Getuk Ketek they only like boil it and then they smash and then like a mashed potato, and then they squeeze like into the square one. So it's quite different
Yeah.
how they make. But
Okay.
my God, this tastes nice. Let's try again.
Of course.
I think we can finish it all of it.
Eat this all day, yes.
Okay guys, so we arrived at 1915 Cafe, and you know what? Gil Tom has a fun fact about this cafe.
So what is fun fact about this cafe? We also have one of member that have a job, a part-time in here in 1915 Cafe. He's one of a member, is participant in 2019, right? So here we go.
Let's call him. Please come, Kak Guntur.
So
Okay, so as Kak Guntur come here, so without any further ado, let's go inside. Can you lead us inside?
Okay, let's go. Okay, so we are here now at the 1915 Cafe, and we are now with one of the Fast Ace members and one of the part-timers at the 1915 Cafe. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Pascalis Guntur Wibisono, and you can call me Guntur. I'm the former participant in East 2019. So we are start with the question.
Okay.
Let me ask your first question. So the name of this cafe is 1915, right? So why is the cafe called 1915? Is it because it was built at that year? Or if not, then what's the philosophy behind that name?
Okay, I think because I'm the newest member, you can call me newbie. 1915 Art Coffee House is because the building is built in that year, 1915. So basically it's a heritage site, but the cafe is start from 2016. So it's already 5 years, right?
Oh, and also we can see there's a lot of paintings here. And what's the reason behind this painting? Is this building used to be an art exhibit, or maybe the owner painted these paintings or something?
About the painting, a lot of this painting in this building, you can see is painted by the owner of this place, and it's not like art exhibition place before. As I said before, it's a heritage site and owned by the current owner family. So his work, I see, what architect.
Oh, an architect.
Yeah, he's an architect, but it's love paint. So all of this painting, like you can see in the behind later, or the upstairs is painted by him. So he collect some of the famous painting from, you can see from the famous painter in Indonesia.
Can you mention the name? Can you remember who it is, or?
I don't remember, but actually I
the
think
famous one.
It's one of the famous ones. So he's an art lover, so he collects art and he also makes art.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Okay, so in 1915 cafe, what kind of customer that usually comes here, and what are they usually do?
Usually in pandemic era like now, the usual customer is like from student, but at least some worker or from other city, and they used to be just enjoying the situation, like this homey place, right?
Oh, right. You can
Okay.
really feel the homey vibe.
Okay, and they just sit and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the situation, drink coffee or talk with the owner sometimes, and something
Tell
that
the story with the owner.
they talk about many other stories. So it's basically like home, second home to the customer.
So it's like a recurring customer. Like they come here very often, so they know the owner.
Yes.
So on the next question, are there any differences like before and after the pandemic situation? Like maybe before the pandemic there was more tourists from outer city, or is it like just the same during this pandemic and before the pandemic?
I think because I joined this team in 1915, so I don't really know how about before the pandemic, but in this pandemic era, I think it's like just just average, because not many customer and not so like least customer, but I think before is more like crowded, more hectic than right now, because the story told by the old part-timers, it used to be more hectic, more crowded, and more income actually. So I think there's the biggest differences.
Okay. So next question is, it's a pretty common thing if there's a business, there's a rush hours in the business, right?
Okay.
So in 1915 cafe, what is the rush hours time?
Okay, basically there's two kind of rush hour in here. In weekday, the most recent or most current rush hour in start from 3 p.m. until we close.
Oh, okay. So 3 p.m. until closing time.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. And in weekend, we start from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. And the rush hour start from 11 or before lunch until we close.
So before the pandemic, it was really crowded, and starting from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., I can imagine how crowded this place must be. There's so many tables in the rooms.
That rush hour in this pandemic era, but I don't know if before pandemic.
Oh, even in the pandemic area.
That rush hour in this pandemic era.
Yeah, I can imagine it before the pandemic era.
Yeah.
Must be even more crowded.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question. We have been presented by these signature dishes from the 1915 cafe. Can you like explain what makes the dishes so signature that it becomes the customer's favorite? Like maybe you can start from the beverages.
Okay, start from the beverage. Start from the shaking macchiato. The difference is like, from the name is shaking. We use kind of tools to shake the espresso, the milk, and the rum. It's a shaking macchiato rum. So that makes different is we use like special sugar.
Oh, like a shaker for like the liquor, like in the bar, shaker, bar shaker.
And we use Malacan palm sugar.
Oh, it uses palm sugar.
Yeah, and both of these beverage is use Malacan palm sugar. So this is the ice beverage, and the hot one is. Both of this beverage is milk based. So the Malacan brulee is like make a latte. So you steam the milk and make a latte art. But you can see because we torch the palm sugar.
So it is coated with caramel, it's like brulee.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where the brulee name comes from.
Okay.
So what about the food?
The food is like start from the snack. We have 1915 results. What makes different is the snack is made by one of our part-timers.
Oh.
So I think she used like some like secret ingredient.
Oh yeah, secret recipe. But
Yeah,
it's
secret
a secret recipe from the part-timer.
Okay. And the second one is kecombrang fried rice. Kecombrang is kind of plant or flower, you can say, and it's really difficult to collect them or to buy them if you don't order from a long time before.
That make it special, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes it special.
Yeah.
Is there any like special taste that comes from kecombrang?
As you can see, if this is the plant of the kecombrang we have it,
Okay.
but it's already too big. Sometimes it's like a new plant came, but it's really rare.
Oh, the flower is really rare.
Really rare. And the smell is like a cinnamon or something like a citrus.
Oh. So it's like very signature, and maybe it comes from the smell. It
Yes,
gives us a nice aroma from the food. Okay, that's all for the question. Thank you for your time. We are going to try this out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Kak Guntur, for the time today. Thank you so much that I'm happy to be here, and we are all happy to be here.
So maybe you have words for any KGU University the student would become to Salatiga.
Okay. Thank you for the participant from UKSW. I have some words to the KGU participant. I know it's a bit difficult for the program by online, but keep the spirit. And if you have the chance to come to Salatiga, visit like some iconic site or heritage site like 1915 Arts Coffee House, so you can enjoy, you can like share your experience in here to your friend in Japan. So thank you and see you.
Okay, so here we are at our final destination. It's another cafe, but it has a whole different vibe to it.
And yes, that's right. We now eat Rincam Cafe and was modern in the concept.
And fun fact, the owner of this cafe is one of the Past East member from 2019. And here it is. Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Osia Ali, and I'm the past East member from 2019. So now I just have my education in UKSW too, on economics and business.
Okay, that's why this place is so popular amongst the students of Satya Wacana, of course, right? Okay, so we are going to ask you some questions, and
What's the
ahead, Shefali.
philosophy and behind the cafe's name?
Okay, so basically Rincam has two meanings. That is Rindu Kampung and Rindu Kamu. It means like I miss you.
I miss you.
And basically those two are the same because the cafe's environment give the customer to feel the belonging, to want to be back to this cafe again because of the longing.
So that they can come back here more often.
Yes.
And so they can feel like be at home at this Rindu Kampung cafe. Is that it?
Yeah.
Next question.
What makes this cafe different from any other more cafes in Salatiga?
Okay. Our brand value actually is a working space because the name of this cafe is Rincam Cafe and Working Space. So we give work facilities to our customers, and besides that, our place has calm vibes and build the customers' productivity.
Oh, so like there's facility for like a Wi-Fi, for working spaces, maybe like the scenery, or what is it that makes people want to come and work here? Like, what do you offer?
I think they want to come here because of the vibes. It's calm and it's not too big, not too what is that?
Not too noisy. Maybe
Not too noisy. They can feel they can give more productivity because of this vibe.
So like the calmness, the vibe is just so calming, and maybe they can find more inspiration because of the vibe.
I think so.
Next question, Cheryl, please.
What time of the day is the rush hour for this cafe?
So it's like the busiest time of day. When is it? Like this cafe opens from day to night. Like when is the busiest time?
Yeah, it's usually at the lunchtime and of course the coffee break.
Oh, the coffee break.
Yep.
What time is it?
Around 11 maybe.
11 a.m.
Yeah, 11 a.m. and 2 a.m.
That's why like maybe when it's lunchtime for workers, they come here for working space.
Yep. Even they had a meeting too in here.
Oh, you guys service meetings as well?
Yeah, because we have free Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, right.
So
that's right.
They can do the online meetings.
Online meetings, but also enjoy the cafe.
Yes. Of course, enjoying our meal. Yeah.
Of course, there's so many that none of them are in here. Okay, next question.
There are many differences before and after the pandemic.
Like what are the before pandemic, what it's like, and then after the pandemic, what changes happened?
Okay. Rincam, there's no difference. Like because I started run this business while the pandemic was ongoing.
Oh, well, the pandemic. Like it was around when was it? It started
2021.
2021.
Yeah, we are new.
Oh, still very new.
Yeah.
But I see it's going very well. Good for
Thank you. I hope that too.
So basically, you didn't feel any difference because you started at the pandemic, but it's still going great, right? Even in the pandemic situation.
Yeah, I hope that.
Well, I hope that after the pandemic is over, this place can become more successful than right now.
Yes.
Okay, so I have another question. Like, what kind of customer that usually comes here? Like, there's a certain type of customer, right? That is always coming here, like between the time of day, especially on the busiest hour of the cafe. Like, what's the customer like?
The customer that come here is mostly from students and workers too. So they are finish their work here or they finish their task here while enjoying our menu, and yeah, they like our menu because this is like Indonesian
Indonesian food, and there's some international food as well, right? can we take an example, like maybe a student from UKSW, because we're both from UKSW, right?
Right.
Do they come here often because, like, for doing their tasks, because from college, maybe?
Yep.
So, like, if there's a group project, for example, like, do they come here and use their Wi-Fi or just hang out? Which one do they do mostly there? Do they more hangouts or do their work here?
I think they're balanced with.
Oh, they're balanced.
Yeah,
like they do their work first.
Yeah, when they have the project, so they will finish the project. But I think, but the customer that come here is not all the students or workers. Maybe they just want to fill the vibes.
Oh, right.
Just want to eat and then they're leaving. And yeah, something like that. But mostly from February until this month, yeah, I see the customers is from the workers and students.
Okay. So last question. We have the dishes right here that you prepared for us. Thank you very much. Can you please explain? These are the signature dishes, right? Like beverages and food. Can you please explain about what the dishes are like and maybe what makes it special? What makes it that the customer want to order this?
Okay. So we're started from here. This is panada. Panada is a signature dishes that come from Sulawesi Tengah.
Oh.
And it contains bread, and in the middle of the bread is the fish.
Oh, the filling is fish.
Yeah, the filling is fish, and of course our signature recipes.
Oh.
So this is actually signature dish from Sulawesi Tengah.
Also, it's from Sulawesi. It's a traditional dish.
Yes, it's a traditional dish from Sulawesi Tengah. And here we have chicken curry katsu.
Yeah.
It's freshly made because we always belanja.
Always shop.
Always shop every
from the
morning.
Okay.
And this is the fresh.
Like it's homemade, right? Like
Right.
from the sauce, maybe from even coleslaw, eggs, chicken.
Yep.
And we all know that katsu and kare is actually from Japan, right? So for you guys, each member, if you maybe come here and want to try Japanese dishes, you can come to Rinka.
You have to.
Come to Rinka Cafe.
Yeah.
If you miss Japanese food, don't worry. Indonesia have Japanese dishes as well.
This is Indonesian curry.
It's Indonesian curry. Okay, so continuing the questions, the last question is, I want you to describe the signature dishes, and let's start from the beverages right here. I think you told me that this is what makes Rinkam signature.
So this is this is basically a coffee with lemon slice.
Oh, you use lemons?
Yeah, we use lemons here.
Like there's lemon slices there.
Yep, lemon slice and lemon juice, and we have the signature syrups for this beverage, our signature beverage. So this makes Rinkam. What is that? It's really signature. It's originally from Rinkam.
I think this is a coffee. Am I not mistaken?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's coffee.
It's coffee with lemon. And
we have the soda too, lemon
soda.
slice, and our secret syrups.
Secret recipe syrup.
Right.
So I think it's very unique. As you can tell, coffee and soda, which is two different things, right?
Right.
Coffee and soda. It's very bold of you guys to make such a signature dish, and actually it turns out pretty well. I don't know how you guys think of this dish, but I guess it's all in you guys.
You can try it after this, right?
Oh, right. I'm gonna try it, of course.
Give me feedback, okay?
Okay. I think it's really good because, coffee, soda. I like both.
Okay, good.
And
okay, so this is the butterfly pea tea. It's butterfly.
What makes it butterfly?
Butterfly pea is talang. We call it here talang.
Is it? It's kind of flower, right?
Right. The blue one flower.
The blue flower.
And because this is the water should be in a blue color.
Yeah.
But when it
Mixes with.
with the lemon, they become purple.
Also, the lemon makes it purple. I thought it was like when you boil the flour with water, it turns more purple than blue.
The first one is blue one, and then when the lemon start the mix, they become purple.
So it's a very pretty drink. I should say. It's very attractive. Knowing the color is very purple. It's very cute. Next one, can you invite the East members from Japan to come to Rincam, because look at all these dishes. Like you have every signature dishes. Like it all has all kinds of taste, and of course I definitely think they would like it. Can you please say some messages to the East members there?
Okay, East member. I hope you all can go to Salatiga as soon as possible. And when you come to Salatiga, we will be waiting you to come to Rincam's Cafe with our Indonesian East member,
Of course.
and
Maybe we can just hang out here. Like,
yeah. We can hang out. We can talk. We can play. We can do anything. What
you don't have to work here, even though it's a working space, right?
But you can play too. You can talk too. So you don't have to just work. You can enjoy the dishes while we talk. Enjoying the vibe too.
And there are some traditional dishes, not just empanada.
You can try it.
Yeah, you can try it. Like, of course, you guys are watching this probably really wanting to try the dishes, but at least we can show you. Okay. Thank you so much, Kak Hosea.
Thank you too, East member.
We hope to be working with you on the next East program, and we'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back with me, and in here I and my friends tell about the Sangiran Museum. And hi Arya.
Hello.
If you tell about the Sangiran Museum.
Of course. So, Sangiran Museum is a prehistoric human and animals museum. It is located at Sragen, Jawa Tengah, or Sragen, Central Java. In the museum itself, we can find out some information about prehistoric human fossils, prehistoric artifacts, and then there's some information about ancient human life. And so there's a lot of information about prehistoric stuff. There's even some fossils about dinosaurs, and there's much more about history of Indonesia in the Sragen Museum itself.
For the information is the site is a UNESCO heritage, and you can visit the Central Java in
Indonesia when the pandemic is over, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't come to Indonesia if the pandemic is not over yet. So, do you have any other questions?
And if you visit the place, get any information about the ticket?
Yeah, for the ticket, it's not it's not even expensive. It's only about 8,000 rupiah. That's about 40 yen, I think, in Japan. So it is very cheap, but there is so much more value than 8,000 for the museum. So I think it is very worth it if you visit this place. So please do come visit Sangiran Museum when you come to Indonesia.
Yes, I agree with you. Can you tell about the fight into the Sangiran place?
Oh, you mean the parts in Sangiran place? Yeah. So the first part of Sangiran, the room is filled with fossils and what's it called again? It's about artifacts on prehistoric humans. So the main attraction of the museum itself is about human life, because it's a human prehistoric museum. That's why the first one is about prehistoric humans and their artifacts that they use in the prehistoric times. So about moving on to the second one, there's what's it called again? It's the line of evolution in human life. So like how it became to us humans, like the line of evolution from the lowest, like the first of humans, like the species like Meganthropus javanicus, and then continuing on to maybe Pithecanthropus species, and then moving on we have the Homo species until it became the most common human species right now, which is Homo sapiens. And finally, on the third section, we have the mostly about like how do I say this? The longest human before it became Homo sapiens was the Homo erectus. So the third room was mostly about how the Homo erectus lived. So it's the history about Homo erectus and how they live, how they use their artifacts, like what tools do they use, and how would they survive during those times. And I think that's about it. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever been to Sangiran? No.
And maybe I can go to Sangiran last time.
Oh, like when you were a kid, or maybe when you were little, but you don't remember, maybe?
I think I tried.
I think you did. Oh, so you did, but you can't remember anything. It's okay. Maybe we can go there sometime together with all the East members when the pandemic is over.
Maybe yes.
Okay, moving on.
and in years found the first ancient human fossils in Sangiran.
Oh, you mean like when was it founded? Like when was it explored? So the museum itself became a site. It was first founded by Mr. von Koenigswald. I think he was a Dutch archaeologist, and he did the research on Sangiran and founded the prehistoric human fossils in 1936. And from there on, it was explored further and further, and until it became a human heritage site established by UNESCO in December of 1996.
Can you tell about the Sangirans from the outcrops of Sangiran lands?
So like the area of Sangiran, is that it? So the area of the museum or Sangiran itself is around, not the museum, but the whole Sangiran is about 59 kilometers square. So it is mostly filled with laboratories and museums because it is a heritage site established by UNESCO. So it is very protected, and it is mainly for research and archaeology stuff. That's why, even though it has a large area, it is not. There's not much people living in there because it is mostly for research and laboratory. And when people visit there, they mostly only visit the museum. Maybe that's all about it about Sangiran. Do you have any other question?
No. Thank you for your information about the Sangiran, and you visit the Sangirans in the place and the Central Java in Sragen. And thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, you have to visit Sangiran. It's an amazing place. Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys. So right now I wanna tell you one places, and I think it's one of the most famous places, which is Borobudur Temple. But today I won't be alone because I have someone special who will accompany me here. Let me introduce him. So please introduce yourself, Giltom.
Alright, so I'm Giltom, and then I'm one of participants of each member. So me and Evan, today we're gonna discuss a little bit about the Borobudur. So, would you like to start?
Okay, let's start. So, Giltom, yesterday we have take a stroll around Salatiga.
Yep.
And how you feel about it?
It was nice. It was good. It was my first time as well to like go around Salatiga because I'm just came here like like university student as usual, just rent room and back to campus like do the things, or in the pandemic we just stay at home, so it's just kind of boring. So that was my first time like go around Salatiga, so it was nice.
Yeah, for me it's also so many places that I've come for the first time, and it was so fun. And I want to ask you about, do you like traveling?
A lot. I love traveling. I love traveling.
Where have you been before you came to Salatiga?
I'm only do the traveling in my original places, but I haven't go around in around Java, like Central Java or other place in Java, something like that. So
you haven't been in any iconic place in Java, right?
not yet, including Borobudur.
Because today we want to tell our friends in East about Borobudur Temple. So I would like to let you know that Borobudur is one of the most famous place in the world, and it once entered the Seven Wonders, I think. Is it?
Seven Wonders in the world.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
With the Great Wall and Evil Tower, it's like one unit with them. So it's so famous place. So do you know anything about Borobudur Temple?
I only heard like certain stories about that. So Borobudur in Central Java, isn't it? So they located in Magelang in Central Java, and it's huge and massive temple in the world, right? So that's the only that I know. Have you ever been there before?
I think I have been there once or twice when I was young.
Oh, okay.
But I don't really remember about it. I just remember that I came there and I tried to touch the statue.
Oh yeah, I know.
That the myth of that statue is when your hand can reach out the statue, they say your wishes will come true. But I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, I think I have so much fun with my family there. And let me introduce you a bit because you haven't been there.
Yeah.
As long as I remember, with my experience going there, I think there is 4 floors of the temple itself, and it has 4 entrances in each way. So there is the south entrance and north entrance, the east and west entrance.
Oh, I see. That's a good thing. So I think that's a good information for our friend in Japan. So one day, if they come after the pandemic, we can take you around, something like that.
Just come here, guys.
Yeah.
We'll wait for you guys to come here.
It's been curious, right?
Yeah.
You cannot come to Borobudur, the massive temple in the world.
And you know what?
Yep.
There is, I heard about one mystery about this temple, which is in the first floor wall. It been like closed. It's been closed. So we cannot see what's inside what is the reliefs work in there, because
it's like a restricted area, right?
Yeah.
You cannot enter.
But we can see but it's covered. It's covered by the Borobudur team. Because I heard it's because it contained an inappropriate stop or relief, so we cannot see it because it represents what the old people do, like the sin or something like that, that it's not appropriate to us to see, because I think there is so many students like go to field trip there, so I think the child cannot see that.
I see. So based on the information that I know, if you guys if you guys Japanese student want to come in here, I have one best moment that you can come. It's when the Vesak days. So Vesak days means that it's a Buddhist celebration. So the Borobudur, they using the Borobudur place at night time. They will rise the spotlight like lightning around the temple, so you can just sitting there and then watch their celebration, how they religious things. Also you have to wear it appropriate religious clothes, something like that. So it's a tips for anyone who come to Borobudur. It's a good moment when they come to the Borobudur and at the Vesak days.
I just heard about this.
Yeah.
Thank you for your information, right?
Alright.
And I would like to explain you a bit from what I researched about Borobudur Temple. So I think to go to Borobudur from Salatiga, it takes around 3 hours from Salatiga.
Oh, from Salatiga. Alright.
It takes around 3 hours by car or by motorcycle. So actually we can go there from here easily, but because of the pandemic we cannot go there because it's kind of hard, guys, to go around even in Salatiga. So
but if you do traveling backpacker, you just take a local bus, go there. It's more cheaper, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's true,
that's
right? Yeah. That's I heard from my sisters. She said she got the local bus went there. So I think it's a good tips and trick. New one.
Okay.
All right.
I think when you come here, guys, we will take you there also, but unfortunately we just do this online. So I'll explain to you what is the Borobudur Temple itself. So the Borobudur Temple is a wide area which is 2,500 square meter.
Wow, it's massive.
And 35 meters high.
Wow.
So it's a huge temple. And I think it's the biggest one in the world, right?
Yeah, the Buddhist temple, the biggest one. Yeah, that's true.
So it consists more of 55 andesite stones arranged in the form of a solid temple. So I think it's kind of amazing that in that time they made this. It's like there is no cement or something that can
that's true.
combine any stones together, but they can make a solid temple that stays until now. It's amazing, right?
I can't imagine if I built that temple. Oh my god, it's so stressful.
Well, I think we will take about 100 years.
Yeah, maybe. Even I have to walk around the places. It take 2 days maybe.
Yeah.
It's so exhausted.
Oh my god. It's just I can't imagine it if we right now make it. I don't know how they make it.
But if we going together, it's more fun, right?
Yeah, of
Indonesian
course.
student and Japanese student. Oh my god, it's kind of grateful.
Yeah.
I hope one day.
I hope someday we can go there together.
Yeah. So what else? What else you know about Borobudur?
So in Borobudur, I think there is around, more than 2,600 reliefs that decorate the walls that I said before. That the first floor is covered because the mystery.
Yeah.
But it's not a fact, guys. So we don't know if it's true or not. But the rumor that comes from the internet and from the local people.
Yeah, mouth by mouth, right? Yeah.
And
the stories that in the reliefs, it consists the story of the Buddha Siddhartha Gautama and the law of cause and effect. So,
Who is he?
so he is Buddha Siddhartha Gautama, which is Buddhist,
Famous
like
person?
famous person.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, of course, yeah. All right.
And there is around 504 Buddha statues,
Wow. So
and which is in the temple itself. Which one that we touch it, our wish will come true. And the temple consists 3 parts. The first part is Kamadhatu, which is the bottom one, and this is the one that I thought that the relief is covered. So Kamadhatu means the world is still ruled by karma or low lust. So that's why it's appropriate for kids that come there. And the second part is Rupa Dhatu, the 4 terrace step that form a circular hallway. So yeah, it's kind of square actually, but it can be seen as circular too because they have 4 entrances. And the wall is decorated by relief galleries by the expert. So it's called Rupa Dhatu. And Rupa Dhatu means like the world that has been relieved from the lust, but it's still bound by form and form. So like the person in that era is like trying to relieve themselves from the lust. So yeah, it's like the intermediate level of the human, right? That in the human that time. And then the third part or the last part, which is the upper part. So it's called Arupa Dhatu. So in this level, it's still a circular floor plan like before, because as I said before, it has 4 ways to go up, and this level or this floor is symbolized the upper realm where humans are free from all desires and bonds of form and appearance, but have not yet reached nirvana. So in Buddhist, I think we live to reach the nirvana, right?
Yeah.
So they live in, I think for Buddhists it's more intense in finding peace and calm and things and happiness like that for reaching the nirvana, right? So Arupa Dhatu is explaining that person that have free from the lust and the sin or something bad from them, but they're still not reached nirvana yet. So that's all about what I know about Borobudur.
All right, that's a good information. Thank you so much. So the Japanese also can know what the behind the story of the Borobudur temples, right? So I think it can be a good tour guide for me as well. If we going there, like together,
love it. Yeah.
You know.
I would love it to be your tour guide, even if I'm not that pro at tour guide, but I would love to introduce you to guys to many good space in Java. So I hope you guys can come to my tour someday.
All right.
Okay, that's all, and thank you Gilton for sharing with me. Yeah, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay guys, with me again, Fena. I'm with Alex, and now we will discuss about the Prambanan Temple. Okay, Alex.
Yeah.
What do you know about Prambanan Temple?
Prambanan Temple is one of the temple that exists in Indonesia, It is located in Yogyakarta, and Yogyakarta is not far from Salatiga. It is maybe about 2 or 3 hours from Salatiga. And as far as I know, this temple is the biggest Hindu temple in Indonesia, and one of the most beautiful temple in Indonesia, I think. Even I think it's one of the most beautiful temple in East Asia, together with the Borobudur temple. So the Prambanan temple, as far as I know, is established as one of the World Heritage Sites by UNESCO in 1991. So I actually have searched the articles about the history of Prambanan temple, and can I read it for you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So the history of Prambanan temple is based on the Siwagra inscription. This temple was built in the year 850 by Rakai Pikatan. So Rakai Pikatan is the sixth king of the kingdom of Medan. This temple was built to be dedicated to the Trinity. So the Trinity, if you want to know, is the three main Hindu gods. The first one is Brahma as the god of creation, Vishnu as the god of preservation, and the third one is Shiva as the god of destruction. At that time of Rakai Pikatan, Hindu did religious rituals and worship in the Prambanan temple. That's the historical and the fact one. And as far as I know, there's also the folklore about how the Prambanan temple was made. So do you know about it?
Yes, so actually I want to share about it. So based on the folklore that's spreading in our society, actually Prambanan temple was built by Bandung Bondowoso. So Bandung Bondowoso wants to make Roro Jonggrang as his wife, but Roro Jonggrang is actually don't want to be his wife, and then so she made like a hard condition for Bandung Bondowoso. She wants Bandung Bondowoso to build, I think, about 1,000 temple or something like that.
Yeah.
And
So the impossible one.
yes,
The impossible thing
you think it's impossible, right?
Yeah, because she doesn't want Bandung Bondowoso to be married, or
Yes.
or
Yes.
yeah. Okay. So continue.
Yes, so it seems impossible, but Bandung Bondowoso can make it. So he asked.
How did he make it?
He asked for help by genie.
So what is genie?
I think genie is kind of ghost or spirit.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
spirit.
So like, the kind of like spirits.
Yes.
Something that humans can reach, but we can communicate with them.
Yes.
And he want to ask for help to the genie.
Yes.
The spirit. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the genie is made. The condition is possible. So when
Okay.
they already make, I think it's about only one temple left for them to build.
So he can almost can make it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then Roro Jonggrang like asking for the girl's help to help her to make like a
Her
noise.
friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
her friends to make a noise so that the chicken will be make a noise.
Oh,
So
so
the
when the chicken make the noise, it's like the sign of the morning.
Yes, so the
okay,
genie
okay.
is already I
So the
think
genie
they're
can
scared.
live in the morning. He
Yes.
can only live in the night. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so the genie was left,
Yeah.
and then so they failed to make 1,000 temples.
Oh, so the rest of temple is, as you know, it is called Prambanan temple.
Yes.
So it's based by folklore. It's like that.
Yes,
Oh,
so
yeah, I see.
so Bandung Bondowoso really angry at that time,
Oh.
and then as I know at the end of the story, Bandung Bondowoso cursed Roro Jonggrang into a statue.
Oh,
So
yeah.
in the biggest temple in Prambanan, I think it's Siwa temple, the highest one. There is a woman statue that
is believed to be Roro Jonggrang.
Oh, so actually I have also read the articles about it, so that's why from what I read, there is a three section of Prambanan Temple. There is the outer section, the middle section, and the inner section.
Yes.
From what I read, the inner section is the holiest place where the 8 temples and 8 small temples are located, and there is a statue of the Roro Jonggrang, maybe.
Yes. It
So
is believed,
oh,
but
yeah,
we don't know the truth, right?
Okay, right. So that's the folklore.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the interesting story about Prambanan Temple, I think.
Yeah. So I think for the tourists, if you go to Prambanan Temple, I think you need to like rent a tour guide, right?
Yeah,
so you will know the story behind it. But what we have shared here is just a folklore, not the
fact.
Yes.
Yeah, because the fact is, we don't know.
We don't know the true one, right?
Yeah. There is a lot of mystery of the Indonesian temple, and one of it is Prambanan Temple. Yeah, that's it. So if you go to Indonesia, don't forget to visit Prambanan Temple because it's very interesting.
Yes, I agree with that. So I think that's all that we can discuss about Prambanan.
Yeah, I think it's enough.
Okay, so thank you for your attention. See you.
Later.
Okay guys, so we just talked many places that has many historical value. So we're gonna talk about places to have fun. And before we get into the list, I have someone special to explain that place for us. Okay, please welcome Arya. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, hi Arya.
Hello, Alice.
How are you today?
I'm feeling very good today. And how are you? I heard that you did, what was it again? Home visit shoot?
Yes.
How was it?
Oh, overall it's good.
It's good.
I'm enjoying that.
Okay, that's nice, that's nice.
Oh, I heard you joined the city tour.
Yeah, I did the city tour. This is also part of the field trip.
Yeah.
It's just not the city tour, it's the outer city tour. How do you say it? Like, other places beside the city tour of Salatiga.
Is it fun?
Yeah, of course it's fun. We have lots of the East members, we talk a lot, we bond a lot. So yeah, overall it's fun. And you also become a part of the field trip now?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, by the way, for me it's unfortunate that I cannot enjoy you guys yesterday. But
I was really hoping that all the members of East, including in the Japan one, like we should have the field trip together so we can bond a lot more.
Oh, by the way, Arya, did you guys shopping yesterday? And what did you guys buy?
We mostly did the shopping for food, mostly because once again in the field trip we mentioned that Salatiga is going to be the city of gastronomy. So we did a lot of, culinary shopping. We taste a lot of food and a lot of signature food from Salatiga, and that's about it. We didn't buy some like souvenirs or that stuff because we live in that city. That would be cliche.
Okay, so talking about shopping, do you like shopping?
Me personally, I don't like to shop that much because, I'm a boy, I'm a guy. I don't really like shopping, but what I tend to do on a shopping district is I look for street foods mostly.
Oh, you love street food?
Yeah, I love street foods.
So I have one place that you must visit. Maybe you have visited there. That is Malioboro. Have you been there?
Oh, of course. Fun fact, actually, my cousin lived in Jogja, where Malioboro is located. So I came there quite often, actually. Every time I visit my cousin, they always like, let's go to Malioboro. Because I really like it there because even though it's hot sometimes, but we always come at night because it's more lively there. And a lot of the street food vendors only open at night. So yeah, I really like that place. And for you guys in Japan, for your information, Malioboro is a street located in Yogyakarta. It is a very lively place, and you can do all sorts of stuff there. You can go shopping, you can go enjoy the art, the scenery. It's like a traditional market, but it's getting slowly more modern these days.
Okay. Do you ever go to Beringharjo Market? I heard that place is near with Malioboro, I guess.
No, my cousin only told me that the more iconic place is Malioboro, even though I know that Pasar Beringharjo Market is really near Malioboro, but mostly tourists only come to Malioboro Street. Of course, like there's so much more in Malioboro Street, like for the tourists. Oh, and Beringharjo Market is a traditional market, like for the local people. Maybe that's why my cousin doesn't recommend me to go to that place. But it is an iconic place because it is a really big market in Yogyakarta. I think that's why it is told to be very iconic. But people that tend to come there doesn't really go for the shopping, but like go for the icon of the place.
Yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, honestly, I don't ever go to Beringharjo Market. So, what do you usually do when you in Malioboro?
Mostly in Malioboro, my cousin would take me around the street. My cousin actually has a kid, so it's my nephew. He likes horses. Yeah, so there's the ride like Andong, you know Andong? Yeah. I would always take my little nephew on Andongs because he really likes going around there. Yeah, mostly that. But what I really liked to do was actually enjoying the street food. Like Jogja is very famous for bakpia.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. In Tugu, what's it called again? In Malioboro, there's a signature bakpia that is steam bakpia from Tugu.
And there's
Tugu
a big bakpia.
There's also big bakpia, but I really like that. I like those stuff. And there's also, I think it was satay. There's all around the street. There's a lot of satay vendors. So just sitting in Malioboro Street and just enjoying the food is really the view and there's probably some street artists as well. So enjoying the street artists, enjoying the food. It's a complete set on Malioboro Street. That's why you guys in Japan, if you have the time to come to Indonesia, please come to Malioboro. It's a very fun place. I hope you can come there after the pandemic is over.
Yeah, I hope so. I've been there like 2 or 3 times in Malioboro, and yeah, I agree with your statement that Malioboro has a many good view and etc.
Of course.
So Arya,
yes.
Do you know any places that near in Malioboro?
Yeah, actually there's several iconic places that is near Malioboro, but I think I've only been to, I don't know, three places. That is, the first one is the Yogyakarta Monument, or we Indonesians know it as Tugu Jogja.
Yeah.
And second one is Tugu Station. Of course, if we want to go to Malioboro, we have to go through Tugu Station.
Yeah.
And then there's the Frederick Fort. I've never been there, but people say that it's some sort of museum. Do you know about it? It's kind of a museum. Have you been there?
Honestly, I don't been.
You've never been there.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've never been there too.
But I just passed that place.
Oh. Yeah. So you passed it but didn't visit it.
Yes.
So it's fine. Maybe I've passed it, but I don't know. I can't really remember. But there's also Beringharjo Market, like you said before. It's near Malioboro. And then the last one is the March 1st monument, the monument to commemorate the general offensive on March 1st of 1949. That was when Indonesia tried to push back the Netherlands that tried to come back to Indonesia. Mostly about that. What about you? I want to ask about like you've been asking me about Malioboro, what I like to do, but what about you? You've been to Malioboro too, right?
Yes, I've been there.
Oh, okay. So what do you do in Malioboro mostly?
Just take a walk and just seeing the scenery, food, or the handicraft.
Oh, you like the
Yes,
handicrafts?
Yeah, there's a lot of handicraft.
Like-
I really love the handicraft.
Jogja is known for their artists and handicrafts. And what about shopping? You're a girl, so you must like shopping, right?
Yes, but not really.
Not really.
No, I just like to see that stuff, but not buy.
Oh, so window shopping. Just look for stuff, but not buying it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Because we are from Indonesia, maybe we're not that interested in the shopping for clothes and stuff. We like the handicrafts more. But maybe you guys from Japan, if you come to Malioboro, maybe you guys would buy some souvenirs, like buy a shirt from Malioboro. I'm sure that the t-shirts and shirts are really locally made, and it has good quality, of course. And I think it would be suitable for souvenirs for those who come to Japan.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, do you have any other questions for me?
No,
that's all. Thank you, Alice. It's been really, really fun talking about Malioboro. And do you have any messages for the ones at East Japan? Do you want to say anything?
Okay, so guys, I really hope that you guys can come to Indonesia, especially in Malioboro, because they're so fun to come, because you guys can see many good scenery, food, things, and another stuff. I really recommend you guys to come to this place. Okay, so
for me, when you guys come to Malioboro, be sure to have like a guide, because if you guys have a guide, they can guide you through all out Malioboro, so you can enjoy Malioboro to the fullest. And just like Alice said, it is very recommended. And so I hope we all from East to 2021 can all go there together and maybe have some fun, and we can show you around. We'll be your guide.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I just remembered that question that I want to ask to you.
What is it?
Do you have any tips if you buy something in Malioboro?
Yes. If you want to buy stuff in Malioboro, because it is an iconic place for tourists, vendors usually give a higher price for tourists. So that's why I told you guys to have a guide. So we'll ask the price and you guys will just pay. So you don't overspend in Malioboro. We don't want that, because tourists might say that the price is so high, but when we go there and shop, we'll say it's not that expensive. So that's one of the tips and tricks when you go to Malioboro. So be careful.
Yeah, our friends in Japan can ask
us to buy the stuff before they buy it.
So if you guys come to Indonesia, just call us. Okay, we'll be your guide, guys.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think that's all.
That's all.
For Malioboro Street, thank you Arya for sharing with me.
You're welcome.